Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Those people over here probably didn't even know there was someone back here. I'm here. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to talk about live events, and my name's Christina. I work on the Microsoft product marketing team in Office 365. So some of you may be wondering, what's a live event? Why don't you just say meetings? So I like to start off with this slide because I want to take a minute to talk about the difference between a meeting and a live event and how we think about them at Microsoft and how we talk to customers about them. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. So first, with meetings, I think probably the first thing that comes to mind is the size and the scale and the number of people that we can reach. With meetings, traditionally, it's 100 or less, smaller types. With live events, it's usually broader audiences, so up to thousands and thousands of people. But the second and maybe most important thing to think about is with meetings, we tend to have very similar roles across the organization when you join a meeting. So even though I set it up and I'm hosting it, anybody can take over screen share, anybody can unmute, anyone can unmute and let us hear their dogs barking. So there's all these different things you can do in a meeting where a live event is more of a curated experience where you can have some kind of a moderated Q&A, but you also have the difference in roles where the person who's hosting the live event has the control, and it's usually one or two people presenting content, moderating the Q&A and the conversation, and the attendees aren't going to unmute and interrupt and share with you what's happening in their home. So in addition to that, I want to talk a little bit about Microsoft 365 live events and these capabilities. And I'm only going to talk for a minute, then we're going to jump in and I'm going to show you guys how you can leave here and go start setting up your own broadcasts. But I like to start by saying it's a capability that goes across Teams, Yammer, and Stream. And there is logic behind this, which is we know not all of our customers are on the same adoption path. Some are using Teams, some are using Yammer. But maybe more importantly, a really great distinction is our customers use Teams and Yammer and Stream for different purposes in their organization. Yammer tends to be the application people use when they're having communities of practice or people all around the world joining into one place. They don't know each other, but they share a common interest. The example I'll show you with Yammer is around CEO broadcasts, and I'll show you that in a minute. With Teams, it's more iterative chat. It's people I know. We're working on a project together. And then with Stream, even differently, there's usually Stream, a lot of people will use as their corporate company portal, so people are used to going there for videos, and there's not necessarily any associated conversation. But across all of these, we have seamless experiences on web and mobile, which continues to grow in popularity of people watching live events from there. I know our own, when Satya does his town halls, tons of people join from mobile. We also leverage intelligent recording capabilities from Stream across all these apps. So fun fact, and this has been tested with customers and Microsoft ourselves, only about 30% of the people that are going to or out of 100% of the people that are going to watch live event, about 30% join live. The other 70% watch the next day and the day after that. So that recording becomes important, not just for retaining that information, but for all of the people that are going to be engaging. And so we have a lot of cool capabilities across all these different applications that help with these. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and I want to jump into a demo, and we'll see if my laptop is going to allow me to do this. Fingers crossed. So how many people here are familiar with Microsoft Stream? Okay, good. You're going to learn something today. So Microsoft Stream is a video platform in Office 365. It's part of Office 365, and it powers a lot of the scenarios that are associated with video. So to start, I'm going to start from oh, well, that screen's not showing up very well. Give me 1 second. Let me make this easier. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start here. And I'm going to create a live event. So once I get in here, and I'm only going to show you the scheduling once because it's very similar across Yammer and Teams. So you can go into any of these apps, create a live event. I'm going to go ahead and quickly add a title. You'll see it show up on my screen here. I can add an image, but I'll skip that for now. And then, of course, I'm going to select when I want this to start. So with live events, you can start them immediately. You don't have to schedule them ahead of time. So this, I'm going to say I want to start this right away. Permissions. With live events, you have the ability of adding an owner, which in this case would be a presenter or a host, and then also entire groups of people who would be our attendees. So here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a person. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add a person. Christy, hopefully. I'm going to make her an owner of this because she's going to be presenting with me. Here you can also add groups of people. Those of you familiar with Office 365 groups, this is what we leverage behind the scenes in the stream too. So here I can see all of my different groups, so I can do that. I can also add at the channel level if I have a channel within a group that I'd like people to watch this in. So once I get this scheduled, I publish it, and then after it's published, this is my screen as a host. So here at the top, I have my audience view toggle. So as a host and a presenter, it's very important because I want to see what the audience is seeing, but I also want to see what's happening on the back end, so behind the curtain. This is where I come to start my event. So for those of you that haven't hosted a live event in stream before, these tend to be used for more of your executive communications where you might have some professional camera set up. Doesn't have to be, but a lot of people do it that way. The way I'm going to show you is not using a professional camera, unless you consider my laptop a professional camera. So I'm going to go ahead, and here it's going to show me how to set up my encoder. An encoder is a bit of an intimidating word, and I don't like to use it, but it's essentially just a piece of software that you can download online. And it's a way for you to plug in all these different pieces. A video, a PowerPoint presentation, some music, a different audio feed, maybe a nameplate. And the one I'm using today is called OBS. And it's called OBS. And so you can download this online. And here's where you add different things. So you can see here, I've added an audience view, which is actually an image. This is not what you guys look like right now. Also, in the presenter view, I've added a webcam source, and I'm going to show you that it is quite easy to add things here. I'm going to add some text. I'm going to add a little nameplate for myself. Okay, and you can do this with images. You can do this with whatever you want here. So we'll go ahead and add that maybe. Let me try that again. Okay. This is what happens with live demos when something goes wrong. Theoretically, text shows up on the screen. You're able to move it around just like if you used an image or anything like that. So you can really customize this, I guess, is the point. So with this, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go back to stream, and I'm going to grab a URL, copy that. And with this URL, you post it into the settings here. I've already done that. And once you do that, hit start streaming. Failed to connect to my server. Let's try again. Okay, so after you hit start streaming, come back here. Let's see if this will work for us. And you hit start setup. What's happening on the back end is this is connecting to our encoder. And so then anything in my encoder that when I start streaming and hit play, will start showing up here in stream. And during the event, it's important to know how everything's going. I'm going to go ahead and hit start event there. Yes, I'm sure I want to start my event. So here, I can monitor the analytics. So once the event starts, I'll be able to see the number of people viewing. And if you have an ECDN, like Hive or Collective, which is just a way to optimize network traffic, you can also tap into all of those rich details as well. Here it's saying my encoder might not be working correctly. So this health tab, as you can see, is very important. This tells me how my connections are doing. Here, in the signal in here, not so well. So here's a pro tip. If you're going to host a live event, have a hard connection. So I think you get the point. So if my encoder is working, then this video would start. And so that's all you have to do to set this up. As a host, very, very simple, very straightforward. Not a lot of things you have to do. Your presenters, it's very easy as well. So I want to show you a little bit about the attendee experience and how people in your organization can consume these live events. So with Stream, if I choose to use Stream to host, like I just went through, a lot of our customers use SharePoint as their corporate intranets, and here on my SharePoint page, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. I've actually embedded my live event right here. So for my sales organization, when we're doing training or product updates, they can come directly to the place where they're used to finding all their files, all their content, and their information, and they can watch the live event from there. When the live event ends, remember how important I said that recording was? When the live event ends, this will continue to live on this page until I decide to remove it. And it's easy to add just a quick web part, copy and paste of a URL, and you can embed it very simply. So with Yammer, I mentioned that a lot of our customers are using Yammer to create communities across their organization. So this could be a CEO connection. For example, at Microsoft, Satya has a community where he listens to his customers. I guess his employees are his customers. He listens to us. We speak with him. He engages with us, and he can kind of keep temperature on the company and see what's top of mind for us. So it makes a lot of sense that within that, or here within a giving campaign, where you're going to have that constant engagement, it makes a lot of sense to host your events in here, because this is where you're used to coming to connect with everyone. So here I'm going to go in my Events tab, and for those of you that use Yammer, you probably noticed this is the new and beautiful Yammer. Very excited about the launch of that. Here I've got my upcoming events, but let me go ahead and take a look at one of my past events here. So you'll see the video is the same look and feel. That never changes. But here you can use the Yammer Q&A, and more importantly, all of the conversations and questions that are associated with this live event remain associated with the live event for people to come back and watch and not miss anything. But it also feeds into the bigger giving campaign. So all of this information stays in the same place, whether you're hosting an event or you're on the main page. With Microsoft Teams, you guys get to see my hotel room. I'm staying at the Rosen. This may look like a familiar view to you. So with Teams, you get even a more curated experience, I would say. So with Teams, you can come in here, and I'm not going to go through setting up the live event, but some of the benefits of using Team is you get a moderated Q&A. Very important if you want to have control of the discussion. So unlike with Yammer, where anybody can ask questions, it's public, everyone sees responses, here in Teams, you can use a moderated Q&A so people can ask questions either anonymously or as themselves. Then you can respond privately. And the person on the back end who's moderating, which tends to be either the host or somebody else that's not presenting, can take the questions and either publish them or not, which is great because sometimes you get a lot of these questions like, I'm having issues with audio, or what was the URL again, or ask questions that are completely unrelated. So you don't have to publish that, and that way it doesn't jam up the Q&A so people are getting content that's not relevant to them. And again, with the recording, this player probably looks very familiar. It's the same one in all of them, because on the back end, all these recordings get stored in Microsoft Stream, and they also get stored in the instance of all of the context in the apps, which is great because for those of you not familiar with Microsoft Stream, there's awesome capabilities that help you with intelligent search and finding content. And let me see if I have a video in here that I can show you what I'm talking about. So here I typed in a word, and you can do this with all of your live events. This also applies to Teams meetings. If any of you use Teams meetings, all of your recordings are stored in Microsoft. So after the fact, you have this recorded asset that you can search for specific words. I like to search for my name and figure out who gave me things to do. This happens to be a live event. And the beautiful thing about all of these apps being connected is I'm pulling this live event from my content and stream, but it's also brought over the conversation that I've had in Yammer. So if I happen to be an organization that uses Stream as a video portal, you get that extra benefit, plus the deep search and the transcript. And I think I have 4 minutes before they pull me off the stage, and I want to make sure that I ask questions about anybody. And I also want to know, do you feel prepared to go set up a live event? Yes?
Can you invite anybody on the internet to this, or is it just for your local organization?
Good question, good question. So today, if you would like to have people outside of your organization, you're going to want to use Teams. And if your admin has turned it on, you have the ability to set up webcasts outside the organization. For the other apps in Yammer and Stream, we are looking to enable this external capability, and in two manners, one public anonymous and one guest. Guest would be where you invite people and they authenticate outside your company. Anonymous is, of course, anyone can join. Okay, yes? Yeah, so Stream does not have a native chat component. So you would either use Yammer and then bring it back into Stream, or alternatively, what I have a lot of customers that do that also use SharePoint is they embed a Yammer conversation or some other Q&A web part next to the Stream video. And so they always live together next to each other, and you can interact in real time with both, and they're connected. Yeah. Yes?
We've had some trouble using this in the past. Is there any kind of network diagnostics or tools that can help us try to see what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So do you guys use a ECDN provider or anything like that?
That's what we were trying to. We need one, and we don't need one.
Yeah. So I would say this is probably a longer conversation, so I'll chat with you afterwards. But the short of it is we do have a lot of really, really good partners, Hive, Collective, Ramp, who do network optimization. And they are more than happy to come in and take a look at your network and show you how things are working. So we'll talk afterwards, and I'll connect you with them. Yeah?
Where can you find additional information about how to set it up and how to use it?
I'm so glad you asked, because I have a slide on that. And that is such a good reminder. So here, if you want to learn more, aka.ms, live events. You'll see customer case studies. You'll see step-by-step ways to set up live events in all the different apps. Then also in our tech community, aka.ms Stream Tech community, we have a lot of people in there talking about live events all the time. Customers go there to ask questions and figure out if they're having network problems or something like that, where we can help. And lastly, if you would like to engage with our engineering team at Stream, please go ahead and visit aka.ms Stream Research, and there's a form you can fill out there, and our engineering and research team will reach out to you, ask you questions about how you're using video in your company, and you guys can help drive the future of our video enterprise. Any other? Yes?
So you mentioned that we could embed the live stream. I'm assuming is that only with the modern sites, or are you able to put in like web part with the SPFX or something like that?
Yeah, modern SharePoint sites. Yep. Com site, news sites. Any other questions? Yes, so today the easiest way to do that, in Stream you can use an encoder and just click back and forth. Yeah, absolutely. And if you would like to deep dive into this, if you have additional questions and maybe some of your network questions, there is a session tomorrow, live and on-demand events. They will do a deep dive into some of the technical nuances of setting up events and a lot of troubleshooting things. Also, if you would like to hear how other customers like Cerner, Mattress Firm, and EY are using live event capabilities in Stream and Yammer and Teams, I encourage you to join this panel. They have a lot of great use cases and stories about how they've started using live events to change their culture and create engagement. So on the business side of things, this will be a good one for you. All right, anyone else has questions, please come up and see me afterwards. I'll be hanging out. Thank you so much.